Välkomna till mötet med Issa Touma och hans 2 dokumentärfilmer från Aleppo. Som ni nu har förstått så är det Issa här med hatten. Och han finns här i Sverige tack vare att han har ett konstnärsstipendium, ett så kallat stipendium av Gävle stad. Gävle stad har stipendier för konstnärer i extremt utsatta områden. Och Issa kvalade in väldigt väl i det. Från Aleppo, där han bodde på det som länge var gränsen mellan rakt igenom Aleppo. Han bodde på gränsen mellan det av syriska regeringen kontrollerade Aleppo och det rebellsidans kontroll av Aleppo. Syrien Solidaritet är den förening som tillsammans med ABF ordnar det här mötet. Jag ska I will take all in English in due time. This is a meeting in English. It must be because Issa Touma does not understand Swedish. Innan jag övergår till engelskan ska jag berätta att den som till äventyrs vill bli medlem av Syrien Solidaritet, så går det bra att vid bokbordet längst ner i lokalen här, där kan man också ge en slant som bidrag till lokalhyra. Particularly I welcome Issa Touma himself. He can be present at this meeting since he has been awarded this Icon Artist Scholarship by the Swedish city of Gävle. He will later present his films and answer questions about them. We will see 2 of Issa Toumas most recent documentaries, Greetings from Aleppo and New Stories from Aleppo, which I believe was filmed just a few days ago. Is that true, Issa?
We will see Greetings from Aleppo, but the new film is not ready. I think we'll see what I just shot a few weeks ago, because I spent more than 1 month in Aleppo. Because of the new year, I cannot miss it there. I'm not sorry to go again, because it was really wonderful to see the Syrian celebrating in peace again.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
سافر بسيارة صغيرة لحلب. عم نسافر دايما كقافلة بسبب حوادث الاختطاف. الأسبوع الماضي وقعت قذيفة على سقف البيت بس ما انفجرت.
أنا شهيدة.
أبو محمود لسه عم ينظف الشارع كل يوم. أنا مبسوط إنه أشوف بعض الوجاه اللي متعود عليها.
فبال5 أشهر اللي أنت غبتهم عن الحلب بتخيل إنه كان في فرق كتير كبير يعني.
لساك عم بتنظف؟
لساك عم بنظف.
عزاوية الكنيسة الناس تتجمع لتفقد النعاوي كل يوم الصبح. هذه هي الصحيفة الصباحية اليومية لحلب. ما عدنا نحتفل بالميلاد وراس السنة بالأيام الأصلية. بعد 5 سنين حرب صرنا نعرف أنه راح يقصفوا بهالأيام أكثر من باقي الأيام.
The only way to give some voice, different voice in Europe, was to come to Europe. So that's why me and my partner Flor and Thomas, we start to make the movies. and it's the voice of the third side people, which is no one hear it. This is those people that you will not hear them talking normal way, in the way you hear about Syria normally in the medias and politicians and everything. Last 5 years we saw people and politicians, they don't know even where is Syria. They start to talk in the name of the Syrian public and what the Syrian public want and what the Syrian public future is. And this is, of course, it's really like a big mess because it was some money going on for organizations, some money going on for the war activists. Whatever the side they take it does not matter. It was a lot of money from the Gulf pumping inside Syria. And for us as Syrian, why we didn't take most of the people like side? Because of one simple reason. Simply, before the war, we don't trust the Gulf polity. So that is it. How we can believe that money coming for democracy from Gulf city? It's impossible to do that. So for us, like Syrian, it was really like me and my friend. Of course, I talk about the people I know. I cannot do the same mistake and talk with the name of the entire Syrian because I cannot. So for me, it was really very sharp that there's big game going on. And this big game, it's not good for Syria. We can show now, I can show something now. I don't want to talk about more deeper about the politics, but let's point some things only, what is going on today in Aleppo, and why suddenly, in the beginning of my stay in Sweden 2 years ago, Swedish TV was one of the many TVs like Channel 4, British Channel 4 and other medias that just I was showing almost every 2 weeks one movie about Syria. But it take my attention that it always takes side in that movie. It's not the movies who showing real voice of the Syrian. As I ask myself from the beginning of the conflicts, where is the woman's voice in the Syrian case? We have very free women. We have people really like educated at university. We have people who want to say something, and what we can hear it in the movies in Sweden, just something complimentary for the Gulf people. Whereas in Syria we have more than 20 different ethnic. We have just one voice, one ethnic voice, which is, of course, we need to hear it, but it's not give you full image about Syria. But for me, for everybody was today, after 2 years, I give 55 lectures in Europe. So the one question was there, it's something ununderstandable in Syrian case. And was because the media was hiding something, was hiding the voice of the majority, was hiding what is going on there. Because the people, they are not stupid. Not everybody believing the media. People searching around and finding some different things and no one explaining to them what is these different things, including the politician, including everybody, because everybody get paid from the Gulf. So in reality, we was in the middle of personal war between the leaders. And as Syrian, did we choose anything from that? Did anyone really want democracy for us or any other things? No, of course not. It was personal things between the big people. We cannot reach them at all. But when last year it was too much for me, when I saw in the Swedish media interview when Aleppo was going to United 22nd of December, for me it was really incredible too much to see that the Swedish interviewers was talking to someone in the TVs, and that guy, he was in Sweden from 5 years. Even I know that guy personally, and even he informed me last time he visited Aleppo city, it was 15 years ago. So he knew nothing about my city. Suddenly he was expert explaining, and the interviewers, the Swedish guy in the TV, was almost going to cry about the information, wrong information is giving to them by the activist. So how much we can lie and where we can go with these things? Of course, you cannot lie. You cannot lie for a long time period, because in the end, some people will tell the truth. In the end, some politician will change their mind. In the end, some people will say, okay, stop all this. And this is, I think, the time to stop all this. Months ago, I visited Aleppo, and I was happy to see this. This is the New Year night, 2018. People was there at the square waiting from like 6 o'clock afternoon until 6 hours. And I was thinking someone organized them. And when I asked many people, they say, no, we come by ourselves. And it was really impressive. Most of the people there, it was Sunni, Muslim. I'm sorry to say that. As Syrian, we feel so ashamed to say it this way. Sunni, Muslim, but this is the only way they talk about outside Syria. So Sunni Muslim come to celebrate New Year in the middle of the square in Aleppo. And it was, of course, it was Christian. But the Christian number, it was minority always. So, what we can answer to the people who was talking outside about the Sunnis right and other people right and forget. I think this is Aleppo people answers to them that we don't care. We don't care about that. This kind of names and this kind of things just like created here. And today I hear just few days ago, start in Berlin lead conference without feeling any shame who organized this conference. He say, it's conference to understanding Alawi and Sunni to each other and other religion. Can you believe it that? Let's go to Syria. Let's go there and see by ourselves what is going on. And let's see if there is someone can talk in this way. And the people who are organizing these things the last 5 years, they are not giving up. They are not giving up to separate between the people. They are not giving up to kill our culture, to kill our tradition, to kill everything, just under the name of the Sunni and Shia or Christian or Syriac or any other name. And this is really one of the biggest shame ever I hear in my life. If I am there in Berlin today, because the conference is still going on, it's really, I know exactly what I'm going to talk to them. I will show to them this movie. Before I left to Syria, it was another subject I saw it in the Swedish TV and also some other TVs, because they was talking about empty city of Aleppo. I can say one thing, Aleppo, it was never empty. Last 5 years, it was over 1 million people living at war zone. When I say Aleppo, I don't mean East Aleppo only, as the media talk about. For me, Aleppo, it's one city without border. As Berlin, one city. As Stockholm, one city. As everything. I never, in last 5 years war, I never accept to talk about one side against other side. We are not against each other. Aleppo, it was one border and I'm so happy today that is united. And if anybody want to turn the united of the city into political issue, I'm really ready to stop against. Because I know exactly what I'm talking about. We are the people who suffer in the war. We are the people who no one tried to hear us. We are the people used by every single president, including Obama himself. And we are the people, everybody talk up with our name without asking us one question. And today, Aleppo, I can show how is the life come back to Aleppo city. Before, last 5 years, all these children was in the city, but they was not going to the school. They was going to very close school. But today you can see now what happened. Hundreds of the schools, it's open again. Without looking east or west, everywhere it's going live. Hello. This is Christian school, but from the veiled people, you can see that the majority of the student Christian, I don't know, missionary school. But you can see that the majority of the students are Muslims. In the way they are talking in the conference in Berlin, maybe we should kill them or something. I don't know what we should do to these children. But this is the only way understandable today in West. I don't understand that. I'm really ashamed to talk about this way because I grew up in Armenian school, which is have American education. We learn for a long time that we should not talk about about the humans in this way. We learn a lot of things, but when the conflicts and the war come to my city, we find out that most of the politicians, they don't do what they teach us.